They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Watkins diving, he's got it. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing is Stanford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Calais Campbell drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the second quarter. Plenty of time to go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Stafford on third down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there for him. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They go play action now. Jackson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Play action. Stafford. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, 77 yards. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. After the interception, here's Stafford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Yeah, we dominate today.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. It's Brown. Past the 20.
Yeah, it's on.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 69 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful weapon isn't the number one thing they're going to throw a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson from the shotgun. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the set. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, it's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. They fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Stafford. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with...
And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by David Long. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Malik Harrison. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So that gets them a little closer, but clearly field goals are not going to be enough to win this game, at least not this deep into it.
Yeah, agreed if this were the second quarter, but since we're in the fourth, still 2 scores down, the question would be, did the field goal do much for you? But we have to admit, from the time we've been calling these games, how fast we've seen teams play, there's still a possibility, right?
Madden moves in a hurry.
Yes, it does.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Dobbins again on second down. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee here. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Coming in.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.